Hello everyone and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. So where we last left off, we had just finished rescuing Natty from the evil clutches of the Ashwinders. Pretty sure I'm correct that they're Ashwinders. We got evidence for the, was it Chief Sing? But she honestly looks like she's not gonna be doing anything about Rockwood and his whole situation. Anyways, let's go ahead and just jump right in and start the next mission. So we got two missions for Sebastian, and we also got his feet to Natty after that encounter. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Natty, see what she wants. What is this open? Oh, it's just a code. Oh. Oh, is that her?
Revelio.
That sucks. This looks so beautiful. Oh, that's awesome. Go ahead and go to sleep. See what Natty wants.
Ah, I have been meaning to speak with you.
Hello.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
Well, yeah. She should be proud of you. Her concerns are definitely warranted.
I don't blame her for being concerned. We have been involved in some dangerous activities.
As the Ashwinders were locking me up and threatening my life, it did occur to me that my mother may have been right.
Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell,
Damn.
my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Are you looking to avenge his death?
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
How is your mother doing?
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
What would your father think of what we've been doing?
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
So sorry, Natty.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me.
Interesting.
You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Oh, that's kind of it. It's good hearing a little more lore about what happened to her father. And I definitely can't blame her mother for being so protective. Or even of the fact that, you know, she couldn't see the death of her husband even though she's a seer. That would definitely make anyone alive if that was the case. Like, you're able to have this magical powers, but it's still not able to save the loved ones. So that's a little tricky. But I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna start Sebastian's mission with his sister. See what kind of dark path he's gonna take us further. Find out about that artifact. So I'll go ahead and teleport over there and
I don't blame her.
I really have made a mess of things.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Nice to see you again. Thank you for asking. And I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might recall that I was trying to cast non-verbally when we met in the common room. Well, I mastered that. And now I've taken to creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
that's amazing. Seems a lot of work to just carry books.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
What didn't me tell on? Why didn't me tell?
Why did Army tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
Thought he was a snitch for a moment. Stitches get stitches. Us Gryffindors gotta stick together.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Okay. So I ended up taking a detour to do this instead. Because I remember seeing Cressida sitting over here. And like in the last...
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go.
And what? And I was curious what happened, you know, with Cressida, Gareth, and
Accio!
Nelly.
This must be Cressida's diary.
Oh, we're just
I'd want
gonna
this
read
back
it.
too if I were her.
Okay, let's go ahead and snoop. Today was a good day. That is until Gareth splashed whatever ridiculous concoction he was creating all over my perfectly stewed lace-wing flies. Had to empty my entire cauldron and start all over again. He is such a menace. Thinks he knows everything there is to know about potions. Always disrupting Professor Sharp's class with his experiments. I'm utterly convinced that if he wasn't Professor Weasley's nephew, he would have been expelled by now. Arbortha Smoky again tonight for dinner. Well, I can't read. Abrotha? I'm being more patient. I'm being more partial to them now, although I still prefer a meat pie. What a weird transition there, but okay. But yeah, like Garrett, Cressida, and Nelly were introduced, and then they were like forgotten.
On another adventure, are we?
So I found out that they have side quests, so I figured I might as well check them out. I don't think there's many. I think I already did Garrett. I think Nelly and Cressida are the only ones I haven't really done anything for. Like that day in potions class, I think that was Garrett's whole thing. If I'm being honest. We'll see if he has them more later down the road. It'd be cool if he does.
In my blood. From her side, at least. Can't somebody let me copy their potions homework? I'm at least moderately good at charms, and I promise I'll let you copy mine. You know, it does help to look at the thing while you're stirring.
I'm just saying, you'd think she was the pioneer of the Wizarding School's Potions Championship the way she carries herself. And she's a first year. No need to look at me like that. And I know what you're about to say. You could hold your tongue.
Hold your tongue. Oops, where are you?
Accio! That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Books are quiet. Mission complete. There you go.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
As a reward to keep the diary secret. No.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin.
Perhaps.
Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
I got bad news for you.
I do look forward to going home for the holiday.
Yeah, definitely didn't read that. Fair, the page that I read wasn't exactly that embarrassing. It was pretty mild.
The today
Dedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Here's Nelly.
Hello, Nelly. You seem excited about something.
The Dedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Dedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about.
Daily keys.
Rumour is that a former headmistress, Professor Mole, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago.
Oh.
Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Why would a headmistress do such a thing?
Why would Professor Mole conjure flying keys?
What I heard is that it had something to do with keeping Peeves out of things. But that may or may not be true. He's a poltergeist. I thought they could go almost anywhere.
Why don't you follow the keys?
Surely you will be trying to complete the challenge as well.
I've tried, and I can't even get past the first cabinets. Perhaps you'll have better luck. I'd love to know what's in the cabinets.
I'll look into
Perhaps
it.
I'll give it a go.
I hope you do. In fact, I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower. You should listen for them. I hope you follow a few keys at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
Good, okay. Let's go do that. Let's take a shortcut. Oop, wrong way. That man's gonna be followed for eternity.
Oh, I've been turned around on the grandstand.
What a long climb up. Almost there. Oh, one more. Woo. Student's got a good cardio. But
A Dedalian key. I wonder where it might lead me.
wait. Wait, key, wait. I already lost it. I'm bad at this. Oh. Good.
There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there?
Oh. Interesting. Slap it. Sorry, key. What am I doing here? Do I gotta smack it when it goes over? Is it literally that simple? But it's kind of hard as I go fast. Very erratic.
That's it.
I say that as I nailed it. House token. What is this for?
I adore spending Sunday afternoons.
A house token. Everybody knows that if you roll down the stairs, you go down faster.
I can appreciate Hogsmeade.
Whoa. Shortcut time. Oh.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant. What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like a Gryffindor house token. I'd bet it unlocks our house chest. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in our common room and heard there are also in the other common rooms. Keep an eye out. I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something grand.
I should see this through and find the Gryffindor house chest. Could you remind me how the Daedalian keys work again?
When you spot or hear a flying key, you're to follow it back to its cabinet. Inserting it in the lock is the tricky part. I hope you follow, son. If you open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
I already told you what we found. Alright, so we gotta go back up to the common room.
My cousin was transfigured into a mouse by an older bully last year. The gal was get to come out.
Wait, what? Okay.
Professor Weasley's already preparing me to take my
the
transfiguration
chest that I
up.
was messing around with in the first time I played this.
This must be my house chest. I just need to insert the token. Seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this.
Whoa.
Quite a few by the look of it.
Oh, it tells me right there, 16. Okay. Well, we'll leave that there for now. And we'll go ahead and start Sebastian's.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented steam powder.
Okay.
Sebastian, a lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Feldcroft.
What? Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best. I'll be in touch.
Solomon can't take Anne from Feldcroft. Where would they go? When would I see her?
There you go. Damn, shoot. Ah, she's a quick one. Just pulled a Batman on us.
Sebastian.
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't.
Oh my god, I should slap
But
you.
I appreciate you setting our earlier discussion aside for now.
Of course.
I can't believe my uncle wants to leave Feldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time.
Time? For what?
I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark sacrifices. That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb.
It's more complicated than we thought. Can do this.
So we have to get Anne to the catacomb and then conduct a sacrifice. Seems risky.
It'll be worth the risk. Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous. And we'll only give this a chance if he's on board.
And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, we could be expelled.
Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an Auror anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
This is a very bad idea. Let your uncle report us to the ministry.
Do you think your uncle would tell anyone at the ministry about all of this if he found out?
If he found out, I doubt he'd go to the ministry. He didn't part ways with them well, from what I understand. He won't say, but I believe his strong aversion to dark magic has something to do with his time there. Anne thinks he once decided to fight fire with fire, so to speak, and resorted to using an unforgivable curse in a fight against dark wizards. At least that's what she thought she heard. When he realized what his job had led him to become, he left rather abruptly. So, I'm not sure he'd go to the ministry to report on his own family using dark magic now.
Right, I believe him. Yeah, okay. Very well. I shall leave you to it.
Good luck with Ominous. Until we meet again.
I shall let you know when the four of us should meet at the catacomb. Look for my owl. See you soon. Mind your grasp.
So, thing with this, the whole thing with Sebastian just keeps getting more and more complicated. Because now he wants to use that thing. And what I'm wondering is, if it calls for the sacrifice of life, is he willing to give himself up, or is he gonna like try to give somebody else up? But I guess we'll find out in a few. What is this?
Revelio.
Huh?
Lumos.
What is this? Sure, there's one down here. What is this?
Revelio.
Interesting. Natural terrain. Still haven't figured out this.
Levioso.
Interesting. I'll leave that off for now. Let's see what's on the agenda. Okay, so I think I'm going back to where Roland's camp was at. Yeah, this was it right here. Let's see if I can figure this map out. So here's a river that we're supposed to follow. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to go down the river.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Crackcroft.
I'm not in the mood to mess with you.
Betting on the dragon fight was the best decision I've made yet.
Stupid poachers. Yep, it takes us all the way down here. Did I miss it? I probably missed it, right? But it says tortured burning creatures. I know I got the spell, but damn. I think I went the wrong way, dude. That looks like part of the map.
Nothing to poach in Arrowshire except spiders. Not worth the trouble, if you ask me.
Who is looking at me?
I've heard centaurs quieter than you.
Oh, is this it right here? Oh my god, this might be it right here.
Not the best place for an unaccompanied student.
Oh, there's a hole in my pocket. Oh.
Can't dismount here. About here. About here. Sneak mission.
Totalis.
Oi, pass that pie whiskey over here. You have to learn to
Revelio. A ladder. That's what I need.
A ladder.
Goblins
Oh,
will
there it is.
finally move over with.
You're a troll. That's not good.
Totalis.
It's empty over here. Should have gotten that thing right there. I'll get it later.
What am I doing here? This patrol is worthless.
Just gonna stay up there? I moved. I climb up here. I probably need a box. Be cool if I can.
This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me. Revelio.
Oh, fuck, there's two of them. Let me see if I can get. Oh!
Someone there?
I did not mean to do that.
Show yourself.
How?
If you're the coolest little moon calf. Hello?
Accio. Confringo.
And that was annoying. Hello.
What will we find in here? Revelio.
It's punishment to us all to have that miserable human around.
Oh.
No quit.
Well.
I'll find you.
Always opposite. Back for the best.
Arrest them and then it looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on.
I completely messed that up. But it's all good, they're all dead.
Hello, Hamura.
Oh my god.
I was only following orders.
It's Totalis. Ranrock has fooled you all to your demise.
Is that my character talking to? Ah, so that probably would have been an easier way to just come up here, stun him, drop down, get those two guys.
Arrest them. Revelio.
Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
A human's word is worthless. This prisoner owes us the metal we were promised. Wizard kind will submit to us once the war is over.
It's like absolutely no way of doing this. Let me see something.
Who is it?
They tell us that we can use that to, you know, get the attention of people. I did not to do
My
it.
hands on Fig or that student.
Oh.
Is somebody there? Hello?
It's Totalis.
Something that time. Any who oppose Ranrock will be eliminated. What was that? I feel as though I'm not alone. The wizards will be defeated.
That's crazy.
Revelio.
They just decided to turn in my direction.
Leviosa.
Quidditch goggles. Ooh. And I don't think I gotta clear that room, so I'm just gonna keep going down here.
Revenue. I wonder how long I'm...
Sounds like he's right here.
I wonder if Adelaide uncle could be down there. Revenue.
Oh god.
I say let him rot in the
Yes, Totalis.
Shut your mouth.
Revenue.
I wish you can open this and go down there.
Sworn.
Oh. I don't know why I thought he was on there.
One there. Someone out there?
Yes,
I'm making a mushroom stew. What's going on out there?
come investigate.
Who's out there?
A little closer.
Show yourself, if you're there.
Yeah, look at the wall. Look at the flower. Rats.
Yes, Totalis. Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand.
Right.
Where could it be?
Let's see what's in there. Treasure. Treasure.
Revelio.
That might be something. I'm gonna leave that guy alone for now. What are the chances that it's in here?
Revenue.
0. Are you here there or not?
What's that? Who's there?
This guy above just that?
Afraid to fight?
That man is just straight down. Alright. You know what?
Arresto momentum. Leviosa. Accio. Leviosa. Leviosa.
You've one less follower, Ranrock.
Like trying to get them to go in one direction, they'll go in What's this? Cool. Treasure room. That's cool.
A boiler door. How to open it?
How to do thing. What? Can't go up that way? Around that corner.
Confringo.
Touch your helm, but thank you for making me the first object of your suspicions. You know who my friends are now, don't
One way or another, we'll get what we're owed.
Use protect was successfully 10 times. You. I don't got time for this.
Stop avoiding me! I won't rest. Little morale nice.
Oops, enemy.
Why don't you come up here and fight? Much too slow.
No,
Just you wait till I'm sonic ground.
Accio.
Blast off of me.
Leviosa.
I'm a goblin, not a toy.
Lumos.
Come on.
Leviosa.
Put me down. Oh, a miss.
Confringo. Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. This must be Mr. Oakes' wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
Perhaps. There you go. Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Revelio.
That's it.
Hurry, before they come. I must get out. Hurry.
They're all dead.
My wand. Oh, thank Merlin. Thank you.
Hurry up, man. Ooh, nice top hat. Great choice.
You did it! I found my wand and...
I found
Wait,
my wand.
you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the
What a
agreement, and
moustache.
when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblins stole every canut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
What did you overhear?
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began.
Ooh.
Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
No, it's fine. I'll walk out. Oh, no, it's cool. You didn't have to teleport me. I only rescued you, yeah. Saved your life. Did a favor for your niece. But it's cool. Yeah. I like walking. So, good old jaunt back to the entrance. Flip Patrol's club in its face. No, I'm not doing this. Just got out of that craziness. This whole time I found this area and then I didn't know this was for the quest. But hey, we got a few of those side quests done and some of the first mission. Some of the main missions. That's good. I do think that is where we're gonna leave this video. For now. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave it here for now. Got a good amount accomplished. Good amount of side quests and stuff. It was cool catching up with Cressida and Nelly. I don't think there's much else for them. I think that's the main thing with them. It's just that they're just side quests. And then, like I said before, I think we've already done Gareth. This was probably just the one of the potions. Maybe there's more. I'll look into it to see if there's any more of his missions. But we'll leave it here. Thank you all for watching. And if you've been enjoying the series so far along with me, consider subscribing. Leave a like and comment on what it is that's been one of your favorite missions from this game if you've already played this. I'd love to hear everyone's opinion about this. Anyways, thank you once again. Bye bye.